It started a little bit before everybody tuned in. Peace, first of all, peace to everyone who is tuned in live, and also those who are watching this as a replay at this 1:11 time, hour, moment. I want to say, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for your being. Give thanks for your being. I give thanks for your being. You should give thanks for your being, because everyone was put here for a purpose, and that purpose is an important part of the whole. And give thanks for the consciousness to come to a place like this, a space like this, to take a moment to connect with your being, gain the inner guidance that you need, gain the insight that you need, gain the inner peace that you need, gain whatever it is that you need, so that you can walk on boldly, Ashe, boldly and brightly. Woo! Because as we know better, we grow better, we glow better. Listen now, come on now. Don't get me to spit in the bars. I'm gonna say a prayer real quick, and then I want to talk a little bit about some of the pointers in that video. And if you didn't catch the entire thing, I do ask that you listen back at that. It was a lot of good little pointers in there. Abraham, per usual, was doing a lot of great pointing for her. And it was interesting because you can hear the arguing for limitation in this sister's consciousness, in this woman's consciousness. It was coming out naturally for her. And I think Abraham took it easy on her, because she usually don't. She allowed her to do it, but I'm grateful she did, because it's highlighting some of our subconscious thoughts, some of the way we approach life without blatantly doing it. We maybe don't know we're approaching life in the way she's approaching it in some way, shape, or form, but we are. And Abraham really taught good. She was teaching good on how do we line up with ourselves so that we can be ourselves, and so that we can live out our greatness, because it's our birthright. Every moment that we don't, we are swindling away our birthrights. So I pray that we're constantly like the prodigal son and come back. It's not necessary. I don't know if y'all know the story of the prodigal son, but it's not necessary for you to be settling for the slop when you are kings and queens. He got to the point was he was in the pigsty, running up to the slop to eat, because he was so poor, because he was running away from his inheritance, because he thought that he could get something on his own, much greater. No. We're not settling for that. We're not settling for that. All right, we give thanks for this moment. We give thanks for this time and space for us to come together. Give thanks for all of the beings who have tuned in live and those who are watching it as a replay. I pray that this meditation, this session, anything that's channeled during this session will be powerful for someone's heart, for someone's soul, for someone's mind, so that it can be renewed and they can raise up to their divinity and be able to stand in that. May we continue to be rooted and grounded in our divinity, so that it can come from our mouths, come from our minds, come from our thoughts, come from our works, so that we can be seen as divine, we can feel divine, we can impact this world as divine beings. Ashe, 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 oh, amen, amen. It is already so. So happy full moon, first and foremost. Give thanks. I see some of you all from last night. Look at y'all. Y'all went to bed and then woke up with me. Okay, all right. We had a good time last night. For those who didn't catch the full moon meditation last night, it was a powerful divine time. And I know I say that every time, but hey, it's genuine. It was such a good time. It felt like a family gathering. It felt warm. It felt resonant. It felt empowering. And so the replay is available now. So definitely catch that, because I am suggesting that we hold that vibe that was talked about last night and that was indulged in last night for the remainder of this calendar year, because truly that energy is kind of hovering right now. We have the winter solstice coming up on Tuesday. We have a Venus retrograde, and we have a lot of different squares that's bringing that same exact, what we talked about last night, that same energy. And honestly, this energy haven't changed. It's been that whole out with the old, in with the new vibe. assess every part of your being in order for you to be able to lower yourself so that you can be great, in order for you to be able to tap in and see, where do I need to refine? What do I need to define? What structures do I need to dismantle? What structures do I need to create in my life? And it was challenged for you to do it in every part of your being. Looking at your state of spiritual being, wellness, your state of spiritual wellness, your state of emotional wellness, your state of physical wellness. Are you well? Because when you are well, you become wealthy. That's where your wealth is, when you're well. And when you are well, because you see and feel joy, peace, love, calmness. You feel grounded. You feel taken care of. You feel, even in the face of adversity, you feel protected. You feel loved. That's how you know you are well. And so we want to look at our spirit being, our emotional being, as well as our physical being, and ask her or him, are you well? Are you well? Is it well within your soul? Are you well? Or do you still feel that burning in your womb about that thing that you're holding on to from years ago? Are you still feeling that pain, that joint pain, that heart pain, that physical body pain? Listen, all is possible to heal. All is possible to heal. The body knows it, the soul knows it, the heart knows it. All is possible to heal. I say that to anyone who is dealing with physical ailments and even emotional dis-ease or toxicity. All is able to heal. Accept that grace. Accept that grace. Ashe. Okay, there was a few things in that video that I wanted to highlight. And we'll see where the meditation take us today. Y'all know I didn't come with a plan. I did come with a card pull. I set my intentions to pull a card for the collective today. And it's a beautiful card. So I am going to go into that after I highlight some of those pointers from that video. But first things first, if you didn't catch the beginning, the lady was explaining that she got let go from a job that she really didn't want to have anyway. And so she got let go. And so her reaction was kind of yay, but yikes, yay, but yikes, I want to highlight that. Many times we have these desires in our lives, and we potentially feel like, it will be worked out always in this kind of fluffy, flowery way. When sometimes it works out in a fiery way. In Ifa, we call that the Oya way, where it's like, we come and pull that, uproot that thing on out, because as Abraham said to her, you wasn't going to go nowhere. You wasn't going to go nowhere. You were going to keep hearing that nudging over and over and over again. You were going to keep feeling that dissatisfaction, which that dissatisfaction is manifesting two things. Key point for you to hear. That dissatisfaction that you kept entertaining, maybe you were saying it within yourself, maybe you were sharing it with other people, it's going to manifest more dissatisfaction, and it's going to manifest that which you desire, because as you are dissatisfied, you do vibrate on the frequency of what you desire. And so it may bring both. This is why some of us manifest that friend, that special friend in our lives, but it comes with both sides of the coin. Oh my goodness, he was this, and this, and then you manifest exactly what you find yourself wanting to run from. And so as she experienced the universe working it out, if you will, we can use those words. It was from a state of, okay, well, we're just gonna get you fired. We're gonna let you be let go. We're gonna let you be let go. Okay, that's not what she thought, how she thought it was gonna happen. So I'm sure there was some disappointment, some shock. She said she was shocked. She would have never known it would happen. She done spent 11 years in this job. How could this happen to her? But look at God on the flip side. She was left with months. She said months. She said, I could take care of myself for a few months. I don't know about nobody else, but that's pretty good. Give me 3 months of pay, or 3 months. Something gonna shake by the time that 3 months is up. But she was so busy looking at how it worked out, not in the way that she thought it should work out, or it worked out in a way that created a level of fire or maybe trouble or maybe dissatisfaction. She was so focused there that she couldn't focus on how God is showing up. So I want to say, as things move and shake in your life, focus on the good and the God. Focus on, look for it. Look for it. Look for it. There are many times where God worked things out and you just brush over it. You know, I mean, you know, it's just, oh yeah, by the way, they gave me a little bit. She kept saying the word little bit of money. They gave me a little bit of money, a little bit of money. But what's going to happen is if you keep continuously do that, then that great breakthrough becomes just another thing that's taking you on to this other journey where you got to learn that lesson again. Gratefully, hopefully she was able to receive what Abraham was saying and she was able to learn the lesson. But if not, you're going to go into that experience again. So many times people in her situation would do what? They would attract the job. They will be happy about it. They attract the job out of the consciousness of lack because they're fretting there. My mama don't think I made the right decision. I only got a little bit of money to carry me through. I need to find something. Then God work it out again. You get you a job. And what happens? You're having the same issue. You probably hear the same complaint. Oh, they're disrespectful. They don't do this and that. You're attracting the same thing. But when you focus on the good and God in situations, when things work out, no matter how it works out, if it didn't work out how you want it, if you focus on the good and God, you will then begin to align with that. So now that next job or that next opportunity or that next thing, whatever it may be, it's in alignment with the goodness of it all. And you transmute the other things that you attracted. It's easy to go in victim mode and say, oh, they was disrespectful, they was this. Okay, but I pray that you sit down and ask yourself, how am I attracting jobs, opportunities, or whatever that I don't feel respected in? Second pointer, which is pretty similar to the first one, Abraham corrected her when she said, you know, they gave me a little bit of money. And Abraham said, they showed you some respect. And she said, well, she tried to dismiss it, but Abraham said, no, I mean, they clearly showed you some respect. They didn't just throw you out on the street without any money. They could have done that. Then she's, oh, well, yeah, you're right. This pointer I want to highlight. Appreciate how God show up in your life on a daily basis. The things you may consider to be little. Every time I walk in my house, I just say, oh God, thank you for this. I love my home. It's so warm in here. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this home. Home, sweet home. Ooh, I'm so grateful. I got a shoe stand. I could kick my shoes off. I can go in here. I just enjoy that moment of coming home to my home. Coming home, not because they're homeless people, just because I am taken care of in this manner where I am blessed to have a home. This level of home that I feel so good and so safe and so protected and so warm and so just amazing in. And no matter what you're experiencing in the situation you're in that you're ready to come out of, the key is to appreciate what's in that moment. Appreciate it. So that was the second point. And then I think the last point is she talked about focus. She said, if you cannot focus on something and remove the negating thoughts or the error thoughts or the stress or the fretful and all this stuff, she said, shift your mind. Don't think about it. Move your mind to something else. Because we have been bamboozled to think if I sit and ponder over it and stress over it and try to do this and cry over it and talk about it 10,000 times, that it's going to work anything out. Well, what has been getting you? What has that been getting us? Besides tumors and stress and ulcers and pent up energy in our bodies. So we know it doesn't get us anywhere. But then we also have this notion that if we don't focus on it, then it's gonna blow, I don't know, blow up, get worse. So what do we think will happen? And so keep this in mind. I think these pointers are fitting in this time, because right now, this age, we're in an age of evolution and change. Many are calling it new earth, new world, total change. So you're going to be experiencing changes, shifts, things that you used to be able to ignore. They cannot be ignored anymore. Comfort zones are being dismantled. Many comfort zones are just gone, done. This is that time. We're in that kind of age. And so having pointers like that, be appreciative once change come, no matter if it's coming in a way that you didn't plan on or you didn't want. Appreciate, look for the good, keep your heart light. If you cannot, shift your attention, focus your energy somewhere else. Having those type of pointers is very important during this time. Okay, not just because of this full moon, because this age, we're in an age. If you listen to any astrologist, they will tell you that some of the impact that we're feeling right now from the cosmic energy is lasting for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. It's a beautiful time to be alive. A beautiful time to be alive and be conscious, to be alive and to be awake, And so it's going to come with a little bit of work. I'll put it like that, because sacrifice makes sacred. So it's going to come with that. And so if you desire, the fruit of it, or if you desire the glory of being who you are and being able to stand in that, then allow the sacrifices to come. You're taken care of. The fire can be there and it could be blazing, but you won't feel it. You won't feel it. You got to choose, though. You choose to feel it. You choose to jump in it, because why? You don't trust. You don't have your faith really firm in what you know and what you believe to be true. So I've said many times throughout the year, let us assess, what do we believe to be true? What are our belief systems? What do we truly believe in? And ask yourself, do I truly believe in we have to, suffer to gain? Do I believe that, lack is real? Or do I truly believe that because we are divine beings and the reality of God is very real, that there is no lack? It's only abundance. It's only expansion. It's only growth. So that means everything that happens in life is on the journey of growth and expansion. What if we could see our lives like that? We would not be so stressed. Okay. I ain't gonna hold you long, but we're gonna make it strong. The card that I ended up pulling is the Do Not Be Frustrated. Hey, Shelly, I'm looking at your face. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm trying to stay focused, but I'm looking at you and I want to be like, hey, girl. So I just did. Hey, girl. Do not be frustrated. Oh, my goodness. So I guess it's time for us to be read today, because when that card pulled, I just chuckled. The card last night was determination. And now here come today. We get all of our full moon messages. Last night, full moon message was determination. Perseverance was the key word. And today, the card is do not be frustrated. So I'm just going to read that. And then after we do that, we're going to go into some meditation. Well, we're going to center ourselves and just spend some time in our divinity, because that's the point of this meditation. Just for those who may not know, that's why we gather, so that we can spend some time in our divinity. Not to say we're not always divine, but spend some quiet time where we shut the door. We take our shoes off, leave our shoes, leave our mind at the door, close the door, and be in our divinity. What a beautiful space to be in. Woo, I just think, woo. Do not be frustrated. It says, let go and feel peaceful. Here's the poem. Oh, Hafiz, don't be so troubled by the winds of fall in the meadow of life. Come to your senses. Where is a rose without a thorn? Ashe. Feeling unusually frustrated and irritable is an indication that you are burned out. Your body may be overwhelmed from life's stresses, and you may be missing love and excitement in your life. Hafiz refers to this state as the winds of fall in the meadow of life. This is when we are tempted to run away from others and hide in our bubble. We forget about the physical, social, and spiritual resources available to us. Hafiz comes as the oracle to help you recognize there will never be a time when life is simple. You will find peace of mind only when you accept there is no need to yearn, envy, and grab for what you want. Every moment is a chance to simply let go and feel composed and peaceful. Let that be your centering renewal. Beloved, your soul is surrounded by lovers who move beyond time. There is an ability within you to live more exuberantly than you could ever imagine. If you are experiencing confusion in your life or a feeling that things are not going your way, this Sufi wisdom reminds you that it is time for some adjustment. Surrender to the flow that is guiding you away from what seems to be your comfort zone. Allow yourself to become more aligned with your inner spiritual growth. Above all, make time for more leisure and relaxation. Have a little fun, explore nature, meet new people, and be open to new experiences. And here's the mantra that they offer: I am letting go of what disturbs me and causes me pain. I am determined to overcome the challenges that leave me feeling stuck, frustrated, and hopeless. I will be more open to my heart and to experiencing the joy of life. Ashe, ashe. Ashe. This right here just stood out to me. He says, you will find peace of mind only when you accept there is no need to yearn, envy, and grab for what you want. Every moment is a chance to simply let go and feel composed and peaceful. Let that be your centering renewal. Ashe. Ashe, we received that word, giving thanks, giving thanks. By the way, that if you all are interested, that deck that I'm reading for is one that I got just recently, Sufi Wisdom Oracle deck, and it has been serving me very well. I said my other decks might be like, oh, excuse me, miss, when you gonna come pull from us? But maybe not. But I have really been enjoying that, and it gives such the perfect word. And how beautiful poetry. I love that poetry can really give the words. And I just love how a lot of holy books are poetry in itself. It is poetry in itself, you know, including the Quran, the Bible, different things like that. So we give thanks for our holy texts. We give thanks for our decks that have been placed together. We give thanks for those who have taken the time out to create a deck. I know with the space it takes, you know, that spiritual essence and space it takes to put an oracle deck together. I'm working on one, and I'm like, okay, it's no timeline for this. I see it's just going to be birth when it's birth. So it's a different type of vibration when you're producing works of God. You know, you have to just let it come out. That's a word to whomever is. We all are producing works of God, and so, you know, be patient. You know, be patient while that work is in progress, because it's the work of God itself. We can't rush the tree to hurry up and start blooming its leaves again. We can't do that. We just got to let it flow. You know, we can't rush life. We can't rush the moon to give us, I want a new moon. I want a new moon. No, we have to go through that full moon. We have to go through the moon wane and, you know, decrease it. All right. Well, let's get y'all ready for some meditation. Let's get into our divinity, and let us set an intention for us to remember that we don't have to chase. We don't have to yearn. We don't have to chase. We don't have to yearn. We don't have to envy. Why? Because we are divine. We are divine. Every cell in your body, every vein that's flowing with blood right now is flowing in the process of our divinity. It's all in alignment. Things that you have been praying about is on the other side of the door, on the other side of the world, on the other side of the city, on the other side of the email, being worked out just for you. And them folks don't even know you, but it's being worked out just for you. And be not surprised when God bless you. Be grateful. Be watchful, saying, I don't know how that happened, or that's crazy, or it's don't be disrespectful. It's not crazy, it's divine, and you are divine, so you are deserving of divinity. So let us take some time just to sit in our divinity this morning. I'm always up for some sitting in my divinity. And let my heart be light. Yes, let my heart be light. Let my mind align with my divine mind. So we're going to allow that to happen in this moment. We speak that it's already done. I'm going to turn off my video because you don't need to see me, but you do need to hear me. So get yourself in a comfortable position where you can hear me. And you can relax. You can either sit up or lay down for this meditation. Either one would be appropriate. As you get comfortable, go ahead and begin to engage the breath. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and allowing it to be released from the mouth. Let us settle into the moment. Allow yourself to relax. Relax your body, relax your mind. Take your time to release all thoughts. Engage the breath. Breathe it in deeply through the nose. Slowing the breath all the way down. Exhaling as slow as you can. Relax. Allow that breath to flow through you, expanding the lungs, expanding the chest, expanding the heart. And as you release, allow all tension to melt away from the body. Be aware. Notice any tension in the body. And as you inhale and exhale, allow that tension to release. As we are powerful, intellectual, intelligent beings, our thoughts can sometimes get away from us. We think so much that tension begin to form in our foreheads, in our jaws, in our shoulders, in our back, even in our hips and joints. So we give thanks that as blessed beings, we have the breath. Allow the breath to expand you and heal you and relax you. Allow yourself to relax. Taking in deep, slow breaths. And allowing it to exhale through the mouth. Continue to breathe deeply until your body feels fully light, weightless, until you feel like your body is floating. Then float. Continue to breathe at your own pace and float. During times like these, the mind becomes jealous. It wants you to give your attention to it. Don't allow it to win. As the thoughts come, let them pass. Bring your focus back to the breath, back to the body, as you just relax. Return into your essence, your original self, weightless, no attachments, no labels, no duties, no to-do lists. Just here, living, breathing, heart beating, organs working, blood flowing, able to inhale and exhale on your own, in sound mind, aware, present, and accounted for. As you relax into this state, you are aligning with the universal flow. The flow that many say vibrates on the frequency of love. Allow that frequency to flow through your veins. Love. Let it comfort you. Allow it to lighten your heart. Divine love. That acceptance and allowance of things to be just as they are. Honoring that things are divinely ordered. Respecting that. Honoring that. And not only are things divinely ordered, but everything is always working out on your behalf. Accept that grace right now in the moment as you breathe and relax. Know that everything that needs to be lined up, everything that needs to be released and cleansed, everything that needs to be readjusted, redefined, it's already done. It's in process. It's in progress. You do what you are here to do. That is to be a vessel. Be the vessel that this work can flow through. Be the vessel by having a light heart, a clear mind, a willing spirit, with not the will of ego, but the will of your highest self, the will of your most divine self. Allow that will to show forth. Be loyal to your highest self. Be strong in the face of adversity. Remembering always the reality of God and that you are this divinity defined. You are a reflection of God itself in every part of your being. From the moment you were thought of to the moment you were in the womb, every divine process that went into the making of you has high value and is highly important. Will you honor this? Relax into your being. Know that you are divinely made. You are divinely guided. You are divinely protected, so you need not fear. And you are divinely provided for. The only way you lose access to this birthright is when you choose to not accept it. But the giver is always ready to give. Will you become the receiver? Will you stay in receiving mode? Accept that grace. Relax in your being. As you continue to breathe and relax, just take a moment to express genuine appreciation for your life. No matter what you're going through, take this moment. Honor yourself. Honor your being. Lighten your heart and express appreciation within yourself, or open your mouth and sing like the birds. You may open your mouth and express your gratitude. I just give thanks. I give thanks for the here and now. I give thanks for the sadness at times, because it pushes me towards appreciation and gladness. And it helps me to appreciate every glad, joyous, happy moment. I give thanks for the family, the friends, the resources. Just take a moment to take stock. Many times we are in the mode of asking and wanting. We treat the reality of God transactionally, like an ATM. Let us honor our being. Appreciate everything. Assess all of the blessings in your life. Name them, count them, acknowledge them one by one. The only role that we truly have is to be grateful, to remember who we are, to walk as if we are blessed and highly favored, to always stand with the breastplate of gratitude of our divinity. That's truly our role. Everything that we need to know or that we need as resources, it's always provided for us. And it grows greatly when we stand in gratitude. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold that breath for a few seconds and release it slowly. We're going to do that 2 more times. Deep breath in through the nose. Slowing that breath down, allow that body to fully relax in its being. And one more time, deep breath in. When you're ready, release it slowly through your mouth. We give thanks for this moment. We give thanks for our divinity. We give thanks for the opportunity to prove that God is so real. May we continue to move forward in our divinity, courageously, boldly, bravely. May we know that everything we need, we have. May we take the time when needed to slow down, to allow space, to just breathe and just be. And remember who we are, what we are, and give thanks. Ashe, 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 oh, amen. Amen, amen, amen. Give thanks. All right, as we close, come back, bring yourself back to the present moment, maybe by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Give yourself a nice stretch. Maybe even stretching and opening the heart. And we can come back. We'll close out praying that we are relaxed and ready to continue our journey brightly, lightly, boldly. Ashe. Right. Thank you for those who are still here. I pray that that meditation was impactful, that your heart feels light, that your spirit is inspired, your soul is inspired, that you are beautifully reminded of your capacity to be a reflection of God itself. A shame. I really give thanks for these Sunday meditations. I mean, they are really just, they're delicious. They're pretty delicious. They're pretty feastful, if that's a word. We give thanks. We give thanks for the word, from the card read. Do not become frustrated. Let go. There is no need for us to run after, chase, grab at, envy, or yearn. Just be. Just be. Just be. Ashe. Ashe. I could be at this all day, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to do it. I'm going to discipline myself. We have a member meetup today, so let me get myself together. It's at 3:00, so calm down, sister. Because I be feeling it in my such a soul, the gratitude. I don't even know if that word. It boils over in my spirit. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing, the visions that we get, the desires we have. Don't take it lightly. What a blessing. And be courageous in your work to accept exactly who you are. Exactly who you are. Ashe. All right. Whoo. Ashe. I receive it. I receive it, sis, and it's right back to you. Right back to you. Okay, let's see what Mooji got for us. All right. White Fire by Mooji. This is the book that I read from, FYI. I don't have a sponsorship for it. I just love his videos, his books, anything. When I found out he had books, I'm like, where was I? What? Uncle had some books? Okay. The prayer was for me to open it up and get a word just for us. So here's the word. It says, you are beauty itself. Beauty is not merely a physical thing. It is a heart that is open to God, to truth, to existence itself, fearlessly. Ashe, you are beauty itself. Beauty is not merely a physical thing. It is a heart that is open to God, to truth, to existence itself, fearlessly. Ashe. You want to be beautiful? Be you, fearlessly. Fearlessly. Listen, the way it works, is whatever radiates from your heart, it manifests on the outside of you. Your skin began to take on the reflection of the condition of your heart. Your hair, your glow, your attire, your possessions, your family, your money, your everything begins to take on the reflection of the condition of your heart. And when your heart is open to God and to truth, it radiates that through every part of your relations. Know that to be true. And if you don't know God, get to know God. I pray, if there's a resistance to the word that I'm using, don't let the ego hold on to it. Whatever it is that has been placed in your spirit to call it, become aware of it, and then open your heart to it. The heart is the center of our consciousness. It's the center of our consciousness. That's what the heart is. It manifests as a physical thing that we can see and that looks, but metaphysically, the heart is the center of our consciousness. It's the effectual nature of man, the effectual center. It's that center of consciousness where how we view life, how we think of things, how we approach things, how we receive things, how we process things. That's your heart. Purify the heart if necessary. Let it be open to God and truth, and everything that comes from it will be beautiful, will be light, will be holy, will be pure, will be radiant, will be abundant, will be loving, will be healing. Open that center of consciousness to God. Get to know God. Get to know God. Seek its face. Seek its face. Seek its face. Seek its face. It's the only way you can accept it into your heart. You got to know it. You are beauty itself. Beauty is not merely a physical thing. It is a heart that is open to God, to truth, to existence itself, fearlessly. When you know God, there is nothing to fear. No thing. Whoo, Ashe, y'all. Whoo, Lord. Ashe. Oh, God is good. I can see why in the church or in wherever people just start rocking. I don't know what else to do but to rock. Wave, maybe just the wave. I can see why the wave, because that energy be flowing. Is like, the arms is an extension of the heart. So it's like, woo, let me get my heart to just my. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, goodness. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and close out. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. We give thanks for this moment. We give thanks for this moment. May we know God. May we know God. And may we accept it in our hearts. May we allow it to lead and guide and protect and provide for us. Ashe. 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 Amen. Amen. I mean. Jah Rastafari. Oh, okay. Winter solstice on Tuesday. I can see y'all then, y'all. Y'all welcome. It's my pleasure to offer. If this was something amazing for you, share it. It's on my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Tell other folks to subscribe so they can get this juiciness that comes for us. We are blessed for this on at 1:00 every Sunday. Ashe. It's my pleasure, sister. It's my pleasure. So share. Let people know we're here live 1 p.m. Eastern time. Lord willing, always. And when we're finished, this replay is posted on the YouTube channel, so you can go there. And remember, y'all, when you are in the dynamics of life, go to that list, go to that playlist of meditations. I do strive to keep it as a little playlist. It's guided meditations. Get what you need, because the prayer for these sessions has always been, may something be channeled to support us on our journey. That's what prayer, meditation, and affirmation is for, to support us on our journey. And so this is why I'm doing it, because my desire as someone who has been given the purpose and the pleasure to express God through teaching and speaking and this that I'm doing, it's a pleasure to do it. It's something that is a pleasure for me. And the prayer in that pleasure is for it to do what God wanted to do, is for it to be what God wanted it to be. And what I do know about prayer, meditation, and affirmation is that it is our armory. It is our tools. And so use them. Be not swept up by this world. Be not swept up by the ego. Do not. It is foolish. It is fickle. And it is slick. It's really slick and subtle. So don't do it. Keep your mind stayed on the Creator. Keep your mind stayed on the reality of God, and stay affirming it. And we give thanks that in all of these meditations since we've started, that has been affirmed through every single session. Our divinity, God, has been affirmed. Ashe. So winter solstice is Tuesday. There is a meditation. It's going to be a powerful time. And I do suggest that you tune in to the seasonal meditation so we can get very clear on what these seasons bring for us. And this is a really special time in the world right now. And so, of course, this is a special last full moon. This is a special winter solstice, and it's going to be a special spring equinox when it comes. And so treat it as such, treat it sacredly. And this can be some of the greatest years you've ever lived. The healing that you experience can extend to your ancestors and to the future generations. Gone are the days where we just trying to humbly get little pieces of material things. No. We are great beings that can shift and change lifetimes, generations, galaxies. We can create worlds in just our own vibration. The very vibration we hold can be impacting somebody across the world just because we're holding it, and they are connected to us in some way, shape, or form, because the connection is definitely there. And so know that, always keep in mind that it's bigger than you. And so we give thanks for these times that we can share like this, and like our full moon and new moon meditations and our equinox and solstice meditations. So take that time, all right? Ashe, Ashe. Love and light, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. These sessions always get me aligned and ready for the week. Ashe. Thank you for the confirmation. Thank you for the confirmation. Love and light, y'all. Love you so much, genuinely. Peace, peace, y'all.